What up, Palm Tree? It's your boy Chillin' Dylan, Jesus of SoundCloud, Black Tom Anderson, and your favorite rapper still owes me money. Now, there is a project that I want to get you not only aware of, but invested in so that you can go through this again and again and again like I have and pull apart what you will from it. Maddsnake and the Circle of Serpents, Imminent Burial. So, if you are into dark trap and the 90s Memphis horrorcore sound, which was basically the sound that birthed SoundCloud rap, this project is really one that you want to add to your repertoire of big collective projects. So first of all, who is Maddsnake and the Circle of Serpents? So this is a collective slash supergroup formed by Mike Haas. Some of you know him as Mike Media, who is a podcaster, record producer, and digital curator similar to myself. Now, Mike has been Palm Tree for years. You can go check out the interview I did with him on his platform, and we continue to work with one another for years. Now, what's happened here with Maddsnake and the Circle of Serpents is that there is a lengthy list of rappers and producers who are on this project. This project is 21 songs and right on the nose at an hour and a minute of music, okay? So with that being said, there's a lot of tracks here to digest, but again, I'll tell you, if you are into music that is gonna wanna make you play video games on Twitch, particularly something violent, particularly something with some blood and gore, obviously from the cover, this sound that they're going for is a good backdrop for that. One of the things I actually admire most about this project in the true spirit of hip-hop is that it's all about the collaboration and the fact that Maddsnake and the Circle of Serpents is really gathering different members from different collectives and crews on here. I think the thing that I admire here the most is that there's people from different collectives and crews on here. For instance, on the first track, Time is a Flat Circle, you got Ammon on there out of Louisville, Kentucky. I've reviewed projects for him before. He's in the Palm Tree. But Ammon has his own crew called Rejects World, okay? Then you scroll down the track list, you see DJ Killa C on here, okay? So he's affiliated with Gods, you know, shout out to, you know, my boys Dice Posse, they're also a part of Gods. And DJ Killa C is also affiliated with Doom Shop. Then you got Lil Woofy Woof out of Oxnard, California. He's a part of Schema Posse. So it's kind of like the best of the best from all these different underground rap cliques kind of come together on Imminent Burial. And I think that's really, really dope. Now, I will tell you this about the project. I personally found this to be relentlessly dark. Like, this music is dark and aggressive to the point where I don't want to listen to it during the daytime. Because keep in mind, bro, and this is just my personal thing, I live in LA, and a lot of the time when I'm listening to music, I'm commuting. Keep in mind, it's like sunny with palm trees out here, and that's my whole vibe. And that is definitely not the vibe of this project. This is dark, this is aggressive, this is horrorcore, and this is the music that I personally would prefer to almost only listen to at night. Now, I think on a project that's this lengthy, what would have been a better service for something that's this long with this many vocalists on it would have been having better introductions between every track, or just divvying up the album with interludes. Because it almost feels like with so many of these underground cats on here who I haven't even heard of yet, a lot of these guys tend to sound anonymous. And some of the less polished MCs on this project, I'm not going to name any names because it's so hard to identify them. It's just that, like, these dudes who are not even known really in the underground or even in their local scenes probably don't really get much stage time, because when they're rapping, you can't really hear who is that, and you're not really drawn back to the song again because you're like, who is that just rapped? And props to Mike, because he's like making sure everybody gets a voice and everybody gets a shot on a track, but does it work every single time? But out of 21 songs, I'll name some of the ones that definitely stood out to me personally. I did fuck with Serpents because that had DJ Killa C on it, and I kind of wish, like, him being one of the more articulate rappers on the project, he would have gotten a little more airtime. Then also, my favorite song off of this is probably Lobotomy with Psy the Main, Boji Rec, and Kingspin. Again, that song stuck out to me, and I didn't know any of these artists on here. So it's almost like it needs a DJ in between to announce who's on the next tracks and then give you a little bit about them before going into it. I didn't get any of that, you know, it's just a lot of guys coming together to do music. which is dope, but it's like you gotta invest me in the story, you know? So one last thought, if you're a fan of the funk sound, if you're a fan of the horrorcore sound, if, you know, Suicide Boys type beats interest you, this is definitely a project that you're going to want to explore. But I think better service to all of these artists who put in such hard work on this project would be just to be more expressive, you know? I get it, you're underground and you want your persona just to be shown through your music, but you got to sell me a story, man. You got to be compelling in your lyrics and also compelling in your branding. And I don't think that enough justice was done to serve all of these artists who are on here, you know, with 21 tracks and there's different people on every song. Yeah, it's diverse as a pot of gumbo from the artistry, but from the sound of it and the presentation of it, it just did not quite give everybody the amplification that they needed. So Imminent Burial is going to time travel you back to the early days of Raider Clan and early G59, Buffet Boys, etc. All of these groups who were inspired by, you know, 3-6 Mafia, Hypnotized Minds, Coops Danica, etc. All of this, you know, Memphis style horrorcore funk sound, and it's just going to amplify that. Again, I want to get to know more of these people who were individually on this project for who they are and for what they can do, but I just gotta have more information and more presentation. So with that being said, I want to give props to my man Mike Media for bringing everybody together. Maddsnake and the Circle of Serpents really needs that shine that they deserve as the next collective or crew as far as the funk scene that you need to look out for. What do you guys think of Imminent Burial? Let me know in the comments. Till next time, let me know what else I need to review. Peace, love, palm.